American people and Chinese people have completely different definitions of freedom. And honestly, as an American who's lived in China, the Chinese one makes more practical sense from a daily perspective. And before you come at me, this isn't about politics. This isn't about which country's better. This is just about what freedom actually means when you wake up every day and you live your life and you go do the things you do every day. In America, freedom is almost solely about having guns, having your freedom of speech, having those type of rights. And those, I'm not dismissing those things, right? This is what I want people to understand. I'm not dismissing them, but this is the interesting thing to me. Most Americans will never use any of those things in a meaningful way in their daily life. You know, you're not giving a speech anywhere, right? You're not defending your home. You're not fighting off some tyrannical government. You're just trying to go to work and make enough money to live and take care of your family and not go broke if you get sick. However, in China, and I'm not speaking for every single Chinese person, you know, of course, there are people who have different opinions on this, but in China, the concept of freedom to most people looks completely different. It's not about any political rights or things they have written on paper. It's about how manageable their daily life feels, right? Are things accessible? Can they see a doctor? Can they walk in their community and buy groceries? That's the freedom that the majority of them prioritize. It's the freedom to exist without everything being such a struggle. Here's what really gets me on the American side of things. You know, Americans will sit in traffic for hours. They will skip their doctor's visits because they can't afford it, or they can't see a specialist, or they'll even work second jobs just to pay for basic stuff for the kids or for themselves. To me, that's not freedom. That's just a different kind of restriction that people, for some reason, just don't want to talk about. The real question shouldn't be who is more free on paper, because what does that matter, right? It's which definition of freedom actually changes how you feel every day. Because right now, for a lot of Americans like you and all the people watching this video, the freedom that you have on paper and the freedom that you feel in your daily life are two very different things. There's a huge gap between those.